The scientist cut the python in half with a knife, and then slowly approached the glass. Unexpectedly, the wound was rapidly absorbing the energy, and the glass body was converted into energy to grow flesh again. Seeing that the python already had the ability to revive, the scientist immediately took out the snake doll and fused it with human gene cells. Unexpectedly, after just a few minutes, a huge snake egg was cultivated, and the creature inside the egg was struggling desperately. Then, a half-human, half-snake monster broke out of the shell and evolved into a human in the blink of an eye. But just as the scientist was sighing at the magical scene, the monster suddenly jumped down from above, directly locked his throat, and strangled him to death on the spot, which made the assistant next to him completely dumbfounded. Before the monster could target him, he fled the scene, leaving the monster standing there in a daze, looking at this strange world. In order to verify whether he had superpowers, the monster decisively picked up a fruit knife and chopped off his finger. After tasting the wound, he stretched his finger to the glass. Unexpectedly, the wound healed quickly and soon regained its original vitality. Seeing that he really had immortality, he immediately made an extremely greedy decision, quickly changed into a handsome suit, walked into a tempting bar, and locked onto a young lady with outstanding temperament. The man's body suddenly underwent a genetic mutation and accidentally gained. He is immortal. Even if he cuts off a part of his finger, he will not panic at all. Because as long as the wound touches the glass, it can be instantly converted into energy to restore the original injured part of the body. The reason why he has the ability to regenerate is actually a complete accident. Scientists originally planned to develop a dark simulator to act as a robber in the virtual world for the police to simulate actual combat scenes for training. In order to make the simulator closer to reality, scientists even implanted tens of thousands of criminal personalities in his head. However, what scientists did not expect was that the police were no match for the simulator at all. They were eliminated one by one in a few seconds. This immediately made the scientists extremely curious, and they immediately decided to. The simulated human was brought into reality for in-depth research, so a mutant python was immediately caught and fused with the genes of the simulated human to cultivate a half-human, half-snake monster. But unexpectedly, Sang Biao had self-awareness, and just after evolving into a human appearance, he strangled the scientist to death on the spot. In order to satisfy his desire to kill, Sang Biao immediately disguised himself as a human, mixed into the crowded bar, and quickly locked onto a beautiful young lady. But just as he was about to take action, he was suddenly interrupted by a waiter next to him. This made Sang Biao so angry that he took out his pistol and gave the other party a golden headshot on the spot, which stunned everyone instantly, and the whole bar suddenly fell into chaos. Sang Biao did not let go of any of the people who tried to escape. Seeing that he had the situation under control, he immediately ordered the photographer to give him a live debut. Then, in front of all the handsome men and beautiful women, he walked to the center of the stage arrogantly, imitating a DJ, crossing the endless mountains and the endless sea. I look forward to the flowers blooming in the spring, please be gentle. However, just as Sang Biao was enjoying the dance music, the police finally arrived after 3 years, and the danger was imminent. The man hijacked everyone in the bar with only a pistol. He was arrogant and even boldly performed a DJ live broadcast in front of handsome men and beautiful women. I want a blooming life. It was like flying in the vast sky, like walking in the air. As the atmosphere of the bar reached its climax, a large number of police arrived at the scene, and a gunfight broke out between the two sides. Unexpectedly, a group of policemen were easily knocked down by Sang Biao just by farting. However, just when he was about to kill innocent people, his body was suddenly pierced by a burst of dense bullets. It turned out that an agent took the opportunity to attack him. Although Sang Biao had an immortal body, his body was already riddled with holes. He could only choose to retreat first, so he immediately grabbed a police car and fled madly in the city, but the agent was chasing him closely behind, shooting at him continuously with a gun. Seeing that he was shot into a hornet's nest, Sang Biao quickly grabbed a handful of car glass and stuffed it into his mouth desperately. Finally, he successfully used his driving skills to get rid of the agent, but he didn't expect that Sang Biao would be full of blood the next day. Resurrected, he committed crimes again. It turns out that as long as he touches glass, he can restore his injured body to its original state. But this time, before he could do anything, Agent Xiao He came over based on the clues. Seeing that his right hand was broken, Sang Biao quickly absorbed the glass from the train to reset his palm. Then he immediately hijacked a hostage and took the initiative to provoke the chasing agent. Unexpectedly, Xiao He was really enraged and accidentally shot and killed the hostage in the chaos, but he didn't care at all.